let's talk about what's happening in India right now. This is Manipur. It sits in the northeast of the country and is the sixth smallest state with 3.2 million people. That is just 0.227% of the whole population. And at the moment, these people are up in arms. Ethnic violence, looting, rape, and killing have engulfed the region for almost 3 months now. But the lines you see weren't so starkly divided in the past. So what exactly changed? For those of you who follow our show closely will know that we usually have one witness giving their testimony. But the story of Manipur is so deeply polarized that it demands both sides of the story to be heard. I'm Ananya Datta, and this is The Witness.
I am Thono, and this is my story.
I am and this is my story. I was born and raised in Infal. The neighbor in front of my house were from another community. My neighbors from my right side were of another community, and so we were all living together there since we were kids, and the only thing that mattered to us was that whom will I be playing with today, and whose house will be watching TV and all that.
I was born and brought up in Manipur. Growing up, we never had any sort of experience about this ethnic hatred, ethnic mistrust, or violence in our childhood. It is a recent phenomenon.
At the core of this issue are two communities, the Meitei and the Kuki, and also the topography of Manipur. You see, 90% of this region are just hills. The Meitei forms more than 53% of the state's population and mostly resides in the plains, which is 2.2% of the entire area of Manipur. The Kukis form about 25% and primarily live in the hills. The Kukis, along with the Nagas, have enjoyed the scheduled tribe status since the 1950s. This, on paper, means political representation, reserved seats in schools, and government jobs. Now, tensions boiled over when Meiteis demanded the same. Kukis worry that the move will strengthen Meitei's already strong influence on government and society, allowing them to buy land or even settle in predominantly Kuki areas. However, the issue is much more complex than just a row over the ST status. Geography and history of Manipur is key to the politics of today.
Not all of my days want the ST status. I, for myself, I'm not sure if it is the right thing for the Meiteis. And Manipur is a very small state, and we are of a very small population, near about only 32 lakhs, of which almost 9 lakhs are outsiders already. And this illegal immigration from outside India, coming from Nepal, coming from Bangladesh, coming from Myanmar, it's an alarming situation. But what is most alarming is the amount of immigration that has been pumped in by drug mafia, financed by it, protected by it. All the communities and the people from all over the country can come and settle here as per the law, and we are confined, this 53%, can you imagine, are confined only to the 2.2% of the whole area of the state. Is that fair enough? Is that fair?
The violence erupted in first week of May, and neither of the two communities anticipated that the tensions will escalate overnight. Since parts of villages have been torched, many have either fled to government-run relief camps or crossed over to neighboring states.
Everything, started erupting after that on the evening of 3rd. So my elder sister, who is married and living in Infal, throughout the night we had these phone calls, and they were reporting us about their churches being attacked and burned and all that.
On the 3rd of May, the violence broke out, and later on, when the minister and the government of Manipur failed to respond effectively on time, they gave a statement that there was intelligence failure. I starkly remember the 10 event of the day is that when I came out of home around 10, I was coming out with my son for his last chemo. And then I saw these rapid action forces all over the town. And we were a bit surprised in the vehicle. What is taking place? Is there any law and order problem? What I have been wondering is that why was there so many amount of RAF forces on the streets early in the early part of 3rd of May if they had no intelligence?
Where we were divided into these different volunteer teams, and I volunteered in the emergency medical team. The first few days, like, we didn't have enough medicines, like we just had those emergency drugs. And when there is a mother who comes and says that my child is suffering from this, can you give me a medicine? It was very heartbreaking for us to say that I'm so sorry, we don't have that medicine with us right now. And the most affected were people not on those army camps, but those people who had to run to village, the jungle, and stay for like several nights there.